All right, so good morning, everybody. I am out on my daily walk this beautiful Sunday morning, and I am with this wonderful lady. Good morning. Good morning. So I wanted to shoot this video really quick because I get a lot of questions in regards to like what 8% method is all about, and a lot of people think that my life is very regimented and very grinding all the time, and I'm very tough about things. So I want to make sure that I'm putting the right message out there for people and that they're understanding exactly what I'm talking about. So who better to shoot a video with and explain this than this beautiful person right here that gets to live with me every day and gets to see how I operate. Yeah. Yay! It's all just butterflies, unicorns, right? Unicorns and rainbows all the time over here. So what I want to make very clear for people first off is like when I say 8% method, like this isn't about like some crazy morning routine, right? Like everybody's talking about you need a morning routine to be successful. You have to have this all dialed in. You got to wake up at 4 o'clock, 2:30 a.m. and you got to grind and you got to hustle and you got to get to the gym and you got to check all these boxes before you get moving. And this is how you're going to be successful. Oh, for me, that would never work. That would never work. I am not someone, I'm someone that needs sleep. First off, baby, do I need sleep?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
You don't function on less than 7, 8?
I don't function on less than 7 or 8 hours, right? So look at that.
I can.
Jen definitely can. Jen's a machine.
5 or less I function on.
5 or less, exactly. That is not me at all, right? I'm someone that needs to get my sleep. So in saying that, if I was to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, that means I got to be going to bed at like 8 minimum, right? And if I want to get up at 2, I'd be having to go to bed at like 6. Now, that's no way to live life as far as I'm concerned. And then when I do wake up at 4:30, babe, what typically happens to me when I wake up at 4:30 in the morning?
Usually, I don't even want to say noon. It's usually slightly before you have to crash. You have to take a nap. You become kind of like zoned out. You can't focus.
Yep.
So you have to take a nap.
Yep. So that's usually what will happen to me if I wake up at like 4:30 and I go to the gym around like 11 to 12 to 1, somewhere in like the 11 to 1 o'clock window, I would say typically. I have to take what I would call a naptation, right? I put my headphones in. I go in my office. I put my headphones. Have you seen our dog?
I was just looking for her.
We're looking for our dog. Hold on a second.
I heard her right here.
Oh, there she is. I hear her. She's up ahead of us. Here she comes. I get her. Here she is. Here she comes. Whoop. There she is. Good girl. Sorry, we lost our dog for a second. So what I was talking about was I would do a naptation at that point in time, which is what I call, and I throw my headphones in, I do a meditation, I lay down on my floor in my office, and I'll like fall asleep within like 5 to 10 minutes of turning that on, and I'll probably nap for, I don't know, anywhere from 20 minutes to sometimes 45 minutes, something like that, depending on what it is. So I can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I can reset my day, but I'm not as productive as I like to be. So when I sleep into like 5:30, 6 o'clock, that's much more of my time. That's like my power time for me, right? I can actually sustain much better throughout the day and have much more clarity. So when I talk about this 8% method, it's not about just a morning routine. It's about building your own personal success routine. Because, right, like being a mom, what other responsibilities of being a mom do we have?
What other responsibilities?
Yeah, like being a mom's hard, right? Like I look at it as like me being a dad, I got it a lot easier that I have a fantastic, beautiful wife that takes care of everything for me. So like, but being a mom, right? She has other responsibilities and priorities that she does to take care of our son all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And so
varies with the age of the kids, obviously.
Varies with the age of the kids, obviously. Exactly. So like throughout the whole entire day, if you're someone that Maybe you're up and you're better off sleeping till 2. Maybe you're better off staying up till 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. Maybe that's your thing. And that's your like pocket of where you're most productive, right? So we don't need to change that. We just have to start structuring our habits a little bit differently so that we get the things in that we need to get into, right? Do you want to add anything to that?
I think that's pretty good.
Nope, that's pretty good, she says. Okay, sounds good. So in regards to like the people that say, that come into me and they're like, yeah, you know, Gordon, I like what you're doing, I like what you're building, but I don't want to like feel like I am having to be so structured with my life, and I don't want to feel as if I have to always continually be like going through a checklist and checking all these boxes off and getting things done throughout the day. So like, like people always say, man, you're always grinding and you're hustling and you're doing all this stuff. So in reality, Jennifer,
Yes.
what really is my day look like? How do you see? I'd love to hear how you see my day and how I operate every day. You want to explain it to us for a little bit?
I could try.
Okay.
So you're definitely not like super rigid. You have your routine, but it definitely can vary. Like some mornings you're up, you do a workout, or you go into your office and you do a meditation or a stack, or you're reading, things like that. But then there's other mornings where it's maybe some family time, and me, you, and Caleb will sit and talk and have some coffee, and you'll do that stuff a little bit later in the day. So you are still meeting or hitting your targets and your goals and staying on your habits, but it doesn't always fall like a strict, rigid time. Like you have to get up and do all of these things, and then you can move on and do other things for your day. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. So pretty much like I'm saying is of course I get these things done throughout the day, but I also give myself leeway to make sure that it works within life, right? Because life, as we all know, is not predictable. Life, as we all know, has twists and turns. Life, as we all know, certain days from day to day will require other responsibilities, right? Now, I do like waking up early on certain days, getting to the gym early and getting things done. And I like being early because no one else is up at that time, and it allows me to create the space. It's quiet, right? It allows me the space to create for myself that morning, right?
Less interruptions.
Less interruptions. Now I gotta ask you another question. Do I always wake up in a really good mood and happy and like looking to go throughout the day? And I'm just like, hey, good morning, everybody. Let's go. Is that how I operate?
That's super funny. No, I honestly don't remember the last time you might have woken up that happy. I mean, after maybe you've done something, maybe a meditation or a workout, you feel energized and you're like, hey, good morning. But no, you've never ever sprung out of bed like that, ever.
No, I've never been that way. Actually, most of the time I'm sitting like, oh my God, I'm dragging myself out of bed and I'm like, okay, I got to get the engine running and I got to get going, right? So it's pretty funny where people are like, oh, well, you know, Gordon, you just like getting up early in the morning and you got this positive, great attitude and you're just, you must be just so much fun to live with all the time. I am so much, she's already laughing. I'm so much fun to live with all the time.
No.
Am I difficult? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yep. Just a little
23 blissful years.
23 blissful years. It's always been easy, hasn't it?
Super easy.
Super easy stuff.
It's easy because I just go with the flow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What are we doing now? Okay. What's happening?
Okay. Yes. I have been blessed with an amazing woman in my life. And it has definitely not always been easy at all. It's actually probably been way more struggle than easy, right? Wouldn't you say? What would you say?
Definitely.
How do you feel like where we're inside of our marriage right now, in our life right now?
I think our marriage is awesome.
You do?
Yeah.
Me too. I do too. Look at this. I do too. It's amazing.
We have a really solid foundation. You're my best friend.
I am her best friend. I mean, how lucky is she? Right? No.
But you need that in a marriage. It's not just about like having a lover. It's you need to connect as friends and be companions that way. Be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know. Just you have to connect on all of those levels.
On all those levels. And did we always connect on all of those levels?
No.
No. Were there times that you thought that we might not be together and that we might get divorced at some point in time?
Yep.
Yeah? Yep.
Definitely.
Me too, right? Absolutely. And then what do you think was like the big change inside of our marriage that we went through? Like, how did that happen? What do you think from your perspective?
Like, what changed to create kind of what we have?
Yeah.
Where the turning point?
Yeah.
When you started your 8% method.
Ooh.
When you started, incorporating that into your life and having those habits and changing things, and it brought us closer. It built a better foundation for us. We were able to connect more. It was, just opened up a whole world of that. So.
And when was that? When did that happen? Do you remember?
Like 2017?
2017, 2018, yeah, somewhere in that area.
Somewhere,
and what program did I join at that time that really kind of changed that whole thing? Warrior, right. So I joined Warrior, and that is a lot of the things that I had learned along the way. I've had I don't know how many mentors and programs have I taken?
Countless. I mean, between that and real estate stuff.
Yeah.
Courses. I mean, we've been at that since 2003, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah. And do I continue to like invest in myself, and do I continue to go into mentorships, and do I continue to try and improve and all that, right?
Yep,
right.
You do.
Yeah. So
a lot of reading, a lot of books.
A lot of reading, a lot of books. Yep.
Zooms,
all that good stuff. See, so I wanted to share this all with you today because I know that it can be kind of boring hearing this just bald, crazy son of a bitch talk all the time about doing these things. And I kind of wanted to bring my wife on here, Jennifer, who is just my rock.
Super exciting.
Super exciting. She's super exciting. And I want to bring her on here and just so you could get a different perspective from someone else than me of what kind of like my day looks like and what we go through and how we're just continuing to grow and expand together. I mean, would you think that, like, how do you feel about like the direction our life and our marriage is going? I mean, now that, we're getting into the second half of being 40s, right? And like, how do you feel about our life together? How do you feel about your own life and what you're looking to build for yourself? Like, where's that going?
I think it's great. I love the path that we're on. I mean, I see nothing but good things in our future.
Right.
And I think that really comes down to like the foundation we've built together. And as separate people, I mean, I'm learning about myself every day, trying to grow and be better, more confident, not just kind of hanging out behind Mr. All Out there. I'm trying to find my own voice in my own way.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for what we have coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. And she does a fantastic job. Like just what she's doing nowadays and how she's growing and all that stuff. It's just amazing for me to watch and see. And what do you think about like our son Caleb and how he's been handling everything? What do you think about him?
Honestly, I worry a little bit about him.
Yeah.
I think he's handled the move well.
Whoa! That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was a wild turkey.
That was awesome.
I thought it was going to come out and
I wish I could have got it. Actually, where's our dog at too?
Oh, gosh.
We lost her again.
Gracie! You're talking too much.
I hear her.
Oh, he is hiding right in that thick grass.
Come on, girl. Look at her. Here she is.
Oh, damn.
Look at how far back she is.
She must have cut off the trail.
Look at her. She's out there.
Gracie!
She's coming around. Come on, baby girl. Let's go. Let's go, you.
Oh, she's all muddy.
Yeah, what did she get into?
Oh, boy.
Look at you. Look at you, you little devil. How are you?
Hey.
Oh, that was too funny. That turkey scared the living crap out of both of us. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I screamed, jumped, you dropped the phone.
That's a good outtake right there.
Welcome to our world.
Welcome to what we happen to go through every day. That was awesome. So the
So yeah, back to Caleb.
back to Caleb. Yeah, so back to Caleb. Oh,
No,
she
I
did
think,
get into something.
I think he.
Yeah.
I think he is handling the move well, but he needs to definitely get out. I think he definitely has some internal struggles. He has a lot of the qualities that I have, where he tends to be a little shy and doesn't want to put himself out there, doesn't want to approach people, doesn't want to talk a lot, which is amazing because when he was little, you couldn't get him to shut up.
Right.
Talk to everybody and anybody.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm hopeful that
Don't go down there. Don't fall. Another outtake.
I'm hoping that through what both of us do, he starts to internalize that and implement things and finds his own way and finds who he is and grows. But I think he's a great kid, super smart, really funny, good wit. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better son. So I want to make sure that he's happy and taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight from Mama Bear. Straight from Mama Bear. All the things that we have to take care of in life here. Absolutely. All right, well, I'm going to wrap up this video here just by saying thank you for watching. I hope that you can kind of just see a little bit different side of myself, of my beautiful bride, of our life that we are living. Some of the things that we've gone through, the struggles we've gone through, some of the struggles that have yet to come, but that we'll be able to still go through because we've built this foundation that we operate on, right? And
happiness is not having any problems. It's how you deal with them.
What is it again?
Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them.
Ah, yes, I like that saying. That's a good one. Look at her. She's just throwing crap out. She's amazing. Amazing woman I have in my life, right? So go out there and love the people in your life. Make sure you go out here and shine your light because we all need it in today's world. And always be a seeker and a teller of...
Oh, it's the truth.
The truth. There you go.
I'll keep it clean.
Did you have something? You're gonna go? Oh, go! Don't. You don't have to go clean. What do you got? Of the
motherfucking truth.
That's my girl. All right. Have a great day, everyone.